used to think if I couldn't find hope, I should just let it all go. I used to think if I couldn't make dreams come true, I should just let them all go. When life seems impossible, look from a new angle, change just one little thing. When life feels intolerable, find your true source of love. Concentrate, focus on love. Center now, focus on love. Dedicate, focus on love. Focus now, focus on love. Ooh, focus on love.
Alright, welcome everyone. This is your spiritual perspective for the month and week of August. And I'm hoping that you have brought your learning tools, particularly your Bible, pen, highlighter, paper, whatever you need. We're getting ready to start the subject of love. And we're going to begin with John 3:16. So I'll give you a moment to find that scripture. You may also want to Google that, John 3:16. That is a New Testament book. And again, we're getting ready to discuss the subject of love. Okay, this is a spiritual perspective, 3:16. And it states, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believed in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Hopefully you wrote that down, okay? We're going to get to that in just a second. Then we're going to skip on further in the New Testament, and we're going to go to 1 Corinthians 3:16. Everybody knows about 1 Corinthians 13. 1 Corinthians 13 was basically dedicated to the subject of love. Now we're going to be discovering this word for ourselves, okay? Not for anybody else, but for yourself. But we're going to start from a biblical perspective, okay? With a spiritual perspective, okay? If that makes sense to you at all. And again, that's 1 Corinthians 13, okay? And it says, and the title is "Love is the Greatest Gift," okay? "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all of my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffers long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaineth not itself, or vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never fails, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away." When I was I'm going to stop right there, okay? I'm going to stop right there, okay? We're going to move on to the last one, which is John 13 and 34. And 30. Wait a minute. Is that 1 John 13:34? Give me just a second, y'all. Let me pause. Let me make sure I got people that's First John, first and second and third John, Jude and Revelation. So you're gonna have to go towards the very, very end of the book. So it's First John. There are 3 Johns. Okay, towards the end. So we want the first epistle of John, chapter 3 and verse 11. And it says, "For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another." All right, so just write it down. You can or Google it. 1 John 3 and 11. That was the last script dealt with kind of a spiritual order, or maybe even a religious order. But what do we mean when we say love? When we use the term love, okay? So to demonstrate my perspective to you regarding love, okay, this is your spiritual perspective, your spiritual side. We're gonna say G-I-L. That's God is love, okay? God is love. I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. And on this side, we're gonna have love of us. So we got some Siamese twins here. We got Gil, God is love, and the love of God. And God's love gave. He gave. Okay? And the love of us, as in 1 Corinthians, it deals with kindness. It dealt with giving. It dealt with caring. It's talked about the poor. Okay. It also dealt with jealousy. Now get this. Guess what acronym is in jealousy? Lou. Now in the first epistle of John, the next verse dealt with the love. It says, "Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one and slew his brother." That's the next verse. Well, we're not going to discuss that right now. But it's funny that the love of us, when we deal with jealousy, because it talked about envy things, 1 Corinthians 13, we have jealousy. It's funny. Lou is in this. But love can't be all of this. So when we're defining something, we need to be very precise about what we're saying. Because when we don't know, we abuse. Okay? These, to me, are like ingredients, the antidotes to love, or what the Bible referred to as charity. Now, for us today, charity is what? Giving to the poor, the disenfranchised. Okay? But 1 Corinthians said you can do all of that and still don't have love. And from a spiritual perspective, that's my perspective, that could be either way. You could be doing great things for people and not getting the love in return. Or it could be vice versa. You know, people loving you and you not loving them back. But what does that mean? Because oftentimes we think love is based on how we feel. But I'm asking you today, when it comes to love, how do you, think? And that's my spiritual perspective. Until next time, namaste. Stay tuned for your monthly forecast. All right, welcome Eagle Feathers to the Soul Station with the Spiritual Bee. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you enjoyed the introduction lesson of love. Maybe your forecast may implement implement or piggyback or It may bring out some of those issues in your August forecast. I don't know, because we're doing it all together. This is in real time. But with all that being said, I hope you had a chance to go ahead and support this station. If you have not already, you can do it now. Also, be sure to check the description box. And if you would like to support the temple financially, the link is below. Thank you so much in advance. We're going to go ahead and get started with a planetary lineup of external and internal energies. And right off the bat, you have the diamonds and pentacles of Mercury. That's your external energy. And internally, you are dealing with the earth in reverse. And we are in sword and blade energy. 13 is lucky, okay? 13, maybe they'll come on a Friday. I don't know, okay? But this beginning brings a lot of internal joy. I feel like there's some things that earth matters that you have to, that are from the past, that are of the past, okay, that you have to deal with, that you have to discuss. This may be about things on your job, but I feel like it's going to be a good outcome for everybody, okay? Like a win-win for everybody. You know, the earth mother, the great mother, is reflecting, and she's thinking about, okay, I've seen what's been going on. You know, she's in a time where we get ready to, the phase out of one and phase into something else, and it's about turning it around. Okay, and this is going to be very lucky, very good, and very wholesome for the whole, whomever's involved with you in your life, whether it's a work matter, if it's an entrepreneur matter, if it's a family matter, community matter. I'm getting the word discussions that is beneficial for the whole, okay? But externally, you're making new plans. You start new plans. You're having discussions about this, and what to make of it, okay? And then again, this could be just part of your job, where maybe you help people with their work plans. This could be representing a new client, or your first time in this industry or in this field. And there's a perfect connection here, because it's like a third party connection. Like, like, say for instance, you work for a company who sends you out to connect with other people, right? That's third party stuff. You like the middle person, okay? Yeah, so I see you discussing new materials, new plans, how to start up, how to begin, how to get going on this. All right, the beginning is always hard, and you have the creativity number here. So we're dealing with creativity. Talks about building and making, and what's intelligent. This is about intelligent negotiations, intelligent moves when it comes to work, money, and romance this week. Well, I'm sorry, this month. I'm sorry, we into the month, okay? And then we'll do a follow-up read. Hopefully, I will get back to weekly reading soon, but right now, with all this going on, I'm not sure if or when I'll be able to return to the weekly format. External energies, you will be dealing with the dark moon this month, okay? And internally, you'll be dealing with Virgo. All right, Virgo, okay? So the dark moon externally is saying spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. So I do believe that you may be connected to the overseers or the Virgos this month. May be in your life. Issues surrounding health and exercise may come to the fore. Focus on your physical well-being. Okay, so those are earth matters. Your physical well-being is an earth matter. And you may be thinking about going back to some old habits that once worked for you. Maybe you've gained weight, and maybe in the past you lost weight, and you're going to go back to some old habits that help you be a more healthier, energetic person. And then these conversations with these plans, there may have been some misunderstandings. We're dealing with Mercury, all right? And maybe now, in order to progress, you're going to have to understand the other person's side. You're going to have to see it through somebody else's lens, okay? And that's what brings harmony into our relationships, is when we can understand our partner just as much as we want people to understand ourselves. That's sometimes it's good to just remove yourself out of the way, okay, and you get better results. So that may be what you're dark about. You may need that time alone in order to recognize that. Well, let me try to see how they see it or how they feel about it, and not just think that you have all the answers. Overall, we have the Fool this month is your energy. It's the most prominent, at least, and it's based on this King of Cups energy. Okay, it's the core energy. And what can you expect is the Knight of Cups. Okay, and it's coming out of Devil energy. And you have an outcome of the Eight of Swords. Okay. So your underlying energy this month for August is King Wands. Okay. Mr. Handsome. Mr. Sexy. Okay. Somebody want to fire it up. All right. Maybe, some gripe here. Why am I here? Ugh. So this devil energy, this I'm getting the word arrogant. This is all about the plan, all about the money. This devil energy, this devil person is all in his head. They're all in their head. This person is greedy. It's like it's all they think about, and it's an agitation. And I'm hearing something about symbols. Okay. But it's based on this King of Cups. Something about this King of Cups, they have a very, very strong third eye, and they see something. They know, and whatever it is agitating this devil. Yeah, this devil is astrologically aligned with Capricorn, but I see the devil oftentimes as Aries and Gemini, and sometimes Leo. Somebody may be dyeing their brows. coloring their brows. That may be of importance this month. Maybe you're learning how to do that. Maybe that's what you want to do to make money. But I feel like somebody want to fight or get at you because of what you know, because of what you see. Because this king of cups has a very strong third eye. I don't know if it's a masculine or feminine. They have a very strong third eye. They see clearly whatever it is they need to see. I don't know what the situation is yet. For some of y'all, they see the corruption. They know what's going on. Also, I'm hearing like sawubona, okay? That means I see you, like I see you, who you are. I don't know if somebody's trying to convince somebody that somebody is something that they're not, because this person is very agitated. I don't know if it's you or them. But this King of Cups see you. They see you for what you are. I don't know if that's good or bad. I keep hearing that's fire. You know, that's a southern way of saying fire. Does everybody know that? Fire. But I see the Fool as your overall energy. This is somebody new coming into your life. Or this could be you taking a chance on yourself. And you or this person is coming into your life, it's like you are around people who have some very strong clairs. This person seems to be clairsentient, like they can sniff shit out. They know. And maybe this Fool is the King of Cups. Because they have this intuitive sense of something. It's very strong and you can't fool it. But somebody's agitated and pissed off. I don't know if they feel like what you're doing is fucking with their money. Because this devil is coming off like a demon. It's like they want to X somebody out, if not a couple of people out. Because they got this money on their mind, this plan on their mind. Some this devil could be working for an organization. And maybe that's an obligation. Let's find out what's going on. Man, yeah. It says a shielded connection here, field of dreams here. This is about a secret lover. This has a lot to do about a secret lover. A low-key romance. But I feel like somebody's keeping an eye on it. Like they want to expose it. Like somebody want this connection exposed. I don't know if this devil is the emperor, like he's in charge. Didn't I say something about an organization? He may be in charge of something, in lead of something, in total control of something, and they're agitated. I'm telling you, there's some dirty going on here, and people, and this person knows it. And they don't have to see it to know it, but they know it. Some of you may be picking flowers this month, just outside walking or whatever, out at the park, whatever, picking flowers and just filling your senses with the beauty of nature. Just taking it all in and blocking everything else out and just centering on the goodness of life, the goodness of earth, the goodness of heaven, the goodness of the great mother and great father, the goodness of Jesus. I don't know where you are in your walk, but this overall energy is telling me that you are freeing yourself, okay? Because you see shit. You see the corruption. You know what's up. You see the trouble. And there's been a lot of press or pressure here, or it's going to be a lot of press. Like the press is coming out of this. But this is some real serious spiritual growth. Undeniable. Whatever this energy is. And I see somebody's following their heart. This month, I don't know if it's you or someone else that's coming to offer their cup of love. Okay? Coming to offer their heart. I mean, they are trying to protect their head. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go overboard. You don't want to go overboard. But you're following your heart, your holy grail, so to speak. There could be a trade that you're taking up. It could be religion. It could be spirituality. I don't know. But you see the glass full, not half full, full. It's everything you feel you need. And it came out of, feeling wrought and disturbed and angry and hurt. But I'm getting a secret connection that somebody's trying to expose. I don't know if they be waiting on messages and shit like that. Like, I don't know, you being spied on. Okay? So some of you may actually be you actually taking a chance on love. What you loving, I don't know. I don't know. Some of you, this is a cook. This is a chef. Or this is a market store, like a corner market store owner. Your energy is based on that. Maybe that's what you want to follow after. Maybe you want to be a chef. Maybe you want to own a market, a corner store market of some type. But you've been wrecking your brain trying to figure this out. at the end of the day, it's all about love. It's all about growth. And when I look at the lotus flower, I think of spiritual growth, not religious knowledge, but literally spiritual growth. And that is painful. Okay? But I see that your outcome is kind of weird because you're kind of stuck in the outcome. I don't know if you stuck in terms of moving on from this King of Cups energy, this position, this person, these feelings. I don't know why I'm here moving on from the girls. That's like 3 times in 2 other different recordings. Girl is coming out. Girly. The girls, is coming out. And I see some of you just staying put until you know. Until you get an answer. Because the Knight of Cups is all about permission. For others, I'm hearing this person, this is you or someone else, they're going to follow through on something. But it's coming out, and somebody else, this whoever this is going to face this devil. Somebody's going to follow their heart and face this devil. Okay? That's the fool. Taking a chance and facing the devil. Okay, they don't even look right. Facing the devil. And they feel pressed to, didn't I say somebody feel pressed to do this? They feel pressed to do that this month. Chill. That's what I'm hearing. It's like the King of Cups is saying, chill. Why is you all upset and angry over somebody else's relationship? Why the fuck is that important to you? So this could definitely be the chance that somebody is taking, and that may be you. That's why you're being told to try to understand other people as opposed to you trying to get people to understand you. Why are you being instructed to do that? Because you have more to you than the other person. To more given, more is required. It's not just material things. We have spiritual wealth too. We have the wealth of knowledge. It's all kinds of wealth. And when you have it, just like Jesus said, if you are strong, help the weak. So the more you have, the more required of you. But I see you being stuck until you know what's up, until some arrangement has been made, until you get an answer, But again, some of you may be following after a new path. And I'm hearing some of you are falling after this because you just agitated with, with this King of Cups, this person. Like I said, you could have been working in a kitchen, a cafeteria, a grocery market, or something. But you want to connect with somebody with a little bit more power, a little bit more established. You want to connect with somebody where you can be more of a boss. You can work for yourself. Because I do see fidelity here. I do see 2 people who initially they go from secret lovers to an actual marriage, to establishing themselves as a couple. But it seems so low key. Let me go ahead and sum it up. And while I do that, please remember to support the Soul Station. That's Spearitual Oil and Water. Oh, you have shoes. It's definitely dealing with work. How we gonna fix this? This also dealing with fixing the soul. That's why we was talking about that understanding. Underneath there, you have the bear, and it says hair, air, care, dare. That's the fool. Fair, stare, scare, pair, rare, tear, wear, chair, share, and there. Okay? Maybe this hair is what you're going after, some care. Maybe you're doing nursing or something. I don't know. And you may be stuck dealing with the cost here. Who knows? Maybe you're getting an Uber or catching a bus or something. I don't know. You gotta get the information before you can approach anything, before you can, go after whatever it is that you want to go after. Let's go ahead and get your angel message for this month. And please remember to support the station, and that a follow-up will be coming to you for mid-month, okay? Angel of gratitude here. All right, so something great can be coming out of your situation that you can be grateful about for this month. It says, I give thanks and appreciate each conscious moment of my life. Okay, so that goes back to that understanding too. It is very important to feel gratitude for all that we have been able to accomplish. When we look at who we really are here and now, we open to the wonderful source of spiritual energy that eternally flows in our lives. The feeling of gratitude fills our hearts and uplifts the vibrations of all that is around us. Okay, fabricate that. Okay, and that's what you're doing. Oh yes, some of you gonna get a written word this month. So let's see what's going on. Okay, there it is. When life gets real, it's not going to be smooth. And that's the beautiful Mary J. Blige words. And I'm going to leave it on that note. Eagle Feathers, thank you so much for tuning into the Soul Station with the Spiritual Bee for a monthly report. I cannot wait to bring you your follow-up. But in the meantime, remember the message notes that were given to you today. And as much as you can, try to be happy with yourself and at peace with yourself. Till next time, one
I should just let it all go.